You were 12?
Yeah.
And that's you where? On the right?
Oh, yeah, right here.
And that's the priest?
Yeah.
And that happened in St. Louis?
Immaculata, right by the Galleria.
Oh.
Now, the really terrible part is, so you know Cardinal Dolan, the Archbishop of New York?
Yes, I lived in New York.
He overlapped with my abuser for 2 years at Immaculata. This is them in the same picture. This is my younger brother's first communion class. So the reason why Dolan is the big deal that he is because he proved his ability to turn a blind eye to the sexual abuse of children. That's how he established his bona fides.
And became the highest ranking person in New York. Yeah.
Right. And a possible future pope, although people say that's probably not going to happen.
No, he's a little too flashy, they say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. How often are you out here?
You know, the kind of the major events, especially when families are around. You know, the thing is to make sure that people understand that they are their only line of defense. You can't count on anyone. That's one of the scary things about my story is, you know, as I tried to understand what happened, I assumed that nobody knew. It turns out a lot of people knew. A lot of people knew. And they figured it out immediately, and that's the worst part about it. People figured it out immediately and kept their mouths shut.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Have you been in the papers about this?
Yeah, the massive reparation, there's a picture of me actually standing right here. So.
Oh. And what's your name, sir?
Chris O'Leary.
Okay, Nicole Franklin. I'm so sorry.
I don't want people to leave. I want people to stay and fight. And the biggest thing is I want people to fight for children.
Oh, for sure.
Because you can't count.
Oh, you think it's still going on?
Yes, I think it's less of an issue. I think it's probably less of an issue for children. My biggest concern in terms of children is foreign-born and foreign seminary priests. They seem to be the ones who are getting caught. It seems like women and men are more at risk now because they shut down all the minor seminaries, which were just kind of like the pedophile factories. Those are all gone. But it seems like the threat has really kind of changed. You know, I've heard allegations against the pastor of St. Monica that he's groping women. You know, a lot of sexual harassment kind of stuff. It seems like the threat has changed, but you know, you still find pedophiles. But it seems like the pedophiles are more these foreign-born priests who aren't screened as well. But that's the scary part is the church is getting more and more desperate. And some of these bishops, all they want to do is make their quota.
Right.
And it's easy to make their quota. You just ordain pedophiles. Or people who...
You don't screen as properly.
Right.
Yeah, thoroughly.
There was in Knoxville, Bishop Stickett. A seminarian who's thrown out of multiple seminaries for attacking people. He ended up raping the organist. He spent the past 2 years down at St. Louis University taking classes being hidden by the Archdiocese of St. Louis. Still hasn't technically been thrown out of the pipeline for ordination.
And he's still here?
I don't know whether he graduated or not. He theoretically was going to graduate, but I don't know whether that happened or not. But if anybody should have been thrown out of the pipeline, he's the one. But instead, last I heard, he's still in the pipeline. In part because of who he knows. He knows the cardinal.
Oh. Wow. And in the cathedral, Basilica doesn't mind you being out here?
Well, they can't do anything about it as long as you're standing right here.
Right.
But, you know, I've tried to talk to Archbishop Brzezinski. He refuses to talk to me. I was 5 feet away from him walking by, and he just walks inside. So. But, you know, that's the problem. That's the scary part. Yeah. It's a lot of talk, a lot of PR, but very little change, especially in the higher levels.
Yeah.
And that really is where my biggest concern is with the bishops and the hierarchy, and the monsignors, and kind of the people who are in the bishop circle. You know, the laity and the Catholic priests are just trying to do the whole Jesus thing. The problem is as you go up into the hierarchy.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting.
Right.
Well, you have a good night. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, thank you.